First things first, I want to apologize for yesterday's video. Either I was a squirrel on meth, or I was on meth chasing squirrels. One or the other. But in this video, I'm going to tell you what I'm going to say, and I'm going to say it, and then I'm going to be done. Number one, the orange guy is very upset at the banks. I would not want to be holding bank stocks right now. This is him like, hey, watch bank stocks go down right now. Coming in from headline news, JP Morgan, Bank of America, stocks drop, as Trump warns payback. It's not just the orange guy, his wife. I mean, wouldn't that would probably make me a little upset. She got booted and she had accounts. I guess they didn't like her politics. And now President Trump, JP Morgan Chase, Bank of America reject him as a customer. Okay, here we go. That's the first thing I would like to talk about. The second thing is scary S&P 500 meltdown incoming. The third thing is we're in a recession, and I think they're going to cook the books. Again, they just fired whatever that was, which I think she was pretty accurate. And Don's like, oh no, we're going to have our guy. Makes me think we will never have a recession. Also, can I just say, if you ever wanted to be in my brain, it is like, sorry, see, I started to chase squirrel. It's just a 1 second. I promise it's not an excuse, but it's like my brain is a 9-year-old kid. First time at a theme park, finds out he could ride everything. When a 13-minute video, I'm like, here and here and here and everywhere. I want to ride everything with cotton candy in one hand and meth and a squirrel in the other. Okay, now that I have this on my screen, I want to talk about this first, because I think it's really important. What you are looking at is the heartbeat of America. This is coming in. This is, do you have a job? And was it revised to you don't have a job? Now, if I pull this down, because you got some context here. We like context. Remember when it was really bad during the GFC? I'll put my finger. I'll go right about there. Oh, right there. Ooh, wow. That's really bad. All those downward revisions. What do you think we look like now? Well, let's skip a few and I'll scoot over. I'm also going to take my white out here because that's when they locked you down for 2 weeks, because that doesn't count. That's where they were trying to solve a virus, and they pinky promised that if you gave your money to Big Pharma, it would be solved. What I want you to see is how bad it is right now. This was horrible. This was the GFC. Let me just tell you, I could take this chart back for fantasy land, and it does not look anything like this. In breaking news, I have something even more frightening. But they're just like, stock market's up today. Revised down by 125,000 from 144 to 19. And then from 147 to 14. 14 and 19, that's pocket change. And you take Biden's number from a year ago, what was that? A million? 1.1 million? What I'm saying is, do you not think next month's are going to be revised down? We're going to be negative. I'm pretty sure even if it comes in negative, he's like, oh, but it's going to be his dude. It's the same thing with Biden. It's like cherry pick, okay? Keep those numbers up. Good numbers equal good job. Yeah, and you'll be able to keep your job. Not like everyone else I'm firing. That's what we are under. Again, I love so many things that this dude is doing. The transparency, and you want me to throw up the scorecard? Was it like, I think I had like a dozen things. 0. I think that dude that like deceased himself in a jail cell, had an island and he hung out with them a lot. You'll never see anything. But I could be wrong, or I'd really, the gold, can I see it? About the 20 things that you ran on. I try to do is come here every day telling you this is what it's really like out there. So you don't feel like, am I the only one? You're not. I just spoke to a guy. He's doing TaskRabbit. Why? Because he's in the mortgage industry, does houses, those kind of things. Nothing. It's actually been nothing for a year now. You might as well do TaskRabbit because we got to survive. Not just that, anyone I talk to massage therapists, or even one of my newest subscribers, also click to subscribe, not leaving Las Vegas. I actually really enjoy watching him walk around. There's no one there. And I was actually there during the vid. Also, I will be in Vegas this weekend with another YouTuber. I can't tell you who it is. I'm meeting up with other YouTubers, but email me and I will walk around with you and we will show everyone it's empty. Just like our economy, and they're going to lie to you, and I am sorry. And watch when next numbers come in negative, they're like, well, it was a hiccup, you're fired. He has been known to do that. Oh, he's on the phone? Oh, snap shares plummet 15%. Sorry, squirrel. Shall get to that in just a moment. On the precipice, big word, precipice. Nailed it. Of a recession. No, we're not. We're in one. Just talk to anyone. 100% of the time, they always go back. They're like, wow, yep, 2020. Wow, all the years. Who cares anyways? You don't care. Just click buttons on a screen, make digits go up. You have to be a top economist. Warns that not even the Fed may be able to rescue the U.S. from a downturn. And why do you still use pencils? Yes, I see a squirrel I shall not chase. I honestly would say probably it's been bad for 5 years, unless you got a stimmy. And you're like, oh, everything was really great. You got a boost of sugar, ran out there and blew it. And then here we keep on it going. 5 years ago today, Treasury yields hit a record low. Since then, it's been catastrophic. And I'd say, no, it's not. Just look at my Palantir stock. Actually, look at this, Wall Street Journal. This just must be for humans. So difficult. This does not look good. Earning more. Okay, earning more, but in worse shape. Hardship overwhelms many American families. I know what you're going to say. Well, you got to work more, blah, blah. Guys, yesterday's video where I just went crazy. We're in a debt-based system. Everyone that you see in this picture is going to get wiped out. And it's okay at the beginning to make fugazi out of nothing and call it money. But in the end, the trajectory is like this, and it destroys everyone, except for the 1%. The politicians and the elites, because they know, I'm gonna buy that house. Newsom, he just bought a house for, I don't know, 30 million, 40 million, who knows? I'm sure he clears that. Smart enough, that's gonna be a corporation. That's an LLC. We're gonna funnel all of this, and we're not gonna pay taxes, and then we're gonna pass it on to our family. These families are told, go to college, get into debt, get a job, make money. Oh, I am. I'm even making more money. I can't survive. Well, why is that? They never told you. Because this year you need to be clearing about $150,000 to survive. Next year, $200,000. The next year, $250,000. The only way you're going to do that is you have a business like that U-Haul over there, or you pull up and you wash people's screens, and then you hire people like this to go wash screens. You expense everything, and then you trade equities. If you don't know how to do it, I will help you step by step for $2.99, which will make this stuff make sense, because you'll click on it, you'll click one more button, then you'll go, thank you, Johnny Bravo, I just made 109%. Also, link in the description. I have watch lists. This is what I'm trading. There's no more dollar a day. They all went up, except for my new course that's $2.99. That one's going up, and then you'll also lose. See, the market's going down. I throw in a free course. It is so nice. I could pick anything. I actually have not taught. I just randomly picked Ethereum. Wait for stuff to come on, right? And then I'll jump over real quick. When the whale, that means it's going the other way. Do you see that? Whale, it's a zone. For those of you that are still holding Ethereum, what you guys took, it's okay. Long term over your entire life, I love crypto down 15%, no big deal. As you know, I'm a short term. Oh, look, whale. Oh, look, whale, look, oh, falling what? These things, you need to know this. And then you click buttons on a screen here. Here's Bitcoin. I'll show you real quick. I'll do these two. Oh, you're in a channel, broke out of the channel. You're going up to there. Oh, 789. You're now in a pennant. You're in a triangle. You're going to break down. You're going to land here. Now where are we going to go? Now I could pull back and show you so many lines. I'm not going to, because I lose so much of my audience. Let me be brief and throw up spaghetti on the screen. See, you're like, what is this? Bitcoin is under so many lines right now. It's not to say it can't get above it, but guys, not that one. You have an EMA you're under. You were falling. It was a channel. You're almost ready to break that. You have some support there. There's a big red line up there. You got to get above that. Under the Bravo 9, it's a 9-day moving average. I also didn't want to mess up my chart by drawing lines that go back, I don't know, 5 years, 8 years, 10 years, and it couldn't get above it. Also, what time is crypto winter calling? Oh, and on the S&P 500, I'll pull that up real quick, tell you where it's going, what's going on, why did it do it. 9 count came on up there. That was a few days ago. It sold off. You had a gap. See that gap? And then I said, it's going to fill that. I even have gap fills on my course. Goes down, CME gap, fill. There you go. And you're below the Bravo 9. And I said, if you guys want to short it when it was up yesterday, you could take out a contract. Don't prefer it because you're above the 200 with momentum. That's that line that's way down here. I like stocks going up, hitting its head on it, getting rejected. Bye-bye. And I put big numbers on the board. This one actually could come and pull back down here and then reverse. Swing it up. There's probably a lot of cool things to look for. Bank stocks. Well, this guy's JP Morgan Bank of America stock drop, Trump warrants, payback, treatment. You know, they're only down, what are they down? 1%, 0.5%. I'm pretty sure that the charts predicted it, but look them up. Go, hey, what are we doing? Well, we're doing the same thing because it is Groundhog Day for me every single day when I trade. Because I'm like, I've seen this pattern 4,000 times. Now let's recap, right? Swing trade up. Oh, 789 purple, take profit. Your wife will be happy. You can finally order that Chardonnay at dinner. It sells off. We have, again, it's all these things that are in the course. See that? Oh, hey, look, it's a gap. Guess what's going to happen? Oh, said gap gets filled. You're still under the Bravo 9. Would I short it? Probably. I have so many better setups. Look, where's the 200? It's like rinse and repeat. Just because this guy is taking vengeance on the banks, don't fall for it. Oh, we have a red banner. Trump's pharma tariffs could eventually reach 250. Health stocks pop 6% after. I don't care. I also don't care about this stuff. The S&P meltdown. Just again, it's not going to melt down. We actually have triggers, and a lot of retail, they're not too smart. We'll probably go all in until the end. Even when we're in a full-blown depression, U.S. economy, I'm showing you, this is how bad it is, right? Okay. Am I doing more gooder today? Main focused, I said I would talk about the orange guy, the banks, the stock, and the economy. I've done very good. U.S. economy at stall speed. Warns Goldman Sachs, as Labor Department slashes June jobs growth by 90%. So if it's 100%, I mean, 90% is pretty bad. I guess it's like almost really bad. Oh, and you want to see something else that's really bad? Going back to the 1990s? Look at this. This is immigration and money that's being moved. And it's gone. It's all gone. That's actually remittance payments. Immigrants are leaving the U.S. workforce. Más means a lot. Mucho más. Grande. Which I guess is good news and it's bad news. I'm assuming those TaskRabbit jobs are going to become very plentiful. What else do you got for us, Bravo? Give us some good news. Yep, top economist. We talked about that. Precipice, big word. Recession. The Fed is not going to come to the rescue because it doesn't matter. Drop rates to 0. You guys going to go out there and buy that home? All dropping rates to 0. Oh, okay. So your banks, interbank lending. Oh, we lend to one another at 0%. Okay, thanks, Bob. It has nothing to do with controlling. They don't control the interest rates. They have a small effect on the front end, and then everyone tries to arbitrage it in between, which actually creates an effect. But the truth is, bring it to 0 won't fix the economy. And here's another reason why I'm showing you it's so bad. Not that it's two hot blondes on the TV, but the demand to be an ICE agent because everyone and their mother is broke and needs a job. Yes, now we're going to put on a good jobs because they took money out of your taxes to hire government workers. Because of that, everything is great. And Donald Trump's like, yeah, look what I did. Yeah, that doesn't count. Look, we hired 500,000 IRS agents. Yay!
Now these $50,000 signing bonuses, student loan forgiveness for any new ICE agents. This is a massive campaign to recruit more than 10,000 new agents this year. 10,000, that number if achieved would make ICE the single largest law enforcement agency in the nation. Tricia, tell us how that's going and what kind of response are you getting for this recruitment effort?
We are getting an overwhelming response. Already have 1,000 final offers out as of now, Cheryl, but we know we're going to turbocharge that in the coming weeks and get even more ICE enforcement officers on the ground. There's really strength in numbers. And these men and women are doing the Lord's work. They are getting the worst of the worst off of America's streets, and America can be so proud of them. If you are interested in joining ICE and being on the front lines.
Pause it. I'll do it. As long as you let me trade in the morning, okay? Give me 5 minutes. Although that means I have to stop doing YouTube because the hair takes 3 hours. Quick squirrel chase, it takes me 1 minute. This is because my wife's like, oh gosh, and then he has to do his hair. I'm like, time me. Time I get out of the shower. It's very sexy, ladies. Throw some Viagra gel in the, someone said, will you please run, at the end of the video, I will run my hand through the locks. I just chased a squirrel. I would like to apologize again. I don't know where I went. That I can trade, like UPS. Would that not be a part of the economy? I'm going to go, Bob, for 100. It is, and down 40%. Not good. Which leads me to, here we are again. The vast majority of U.S. adults are stressed about grocery costs. That would be food. You no longer can afford shelter. Now you're struggling. You're like, okay, for dinner, what are we going? Ricola. I'd say that's a good dinner. Hold on, coming in from depends on how you write the article, right? CEO of largest U.S. food service distributor, right? People can't afford to eat anymore. Warns consumer sentiment, confident. I blew through that word, no problem. Confidence, quote, not high right now. Don't get in trouble for saying, we're just not high right now. Truth is, you can't even afford to get high right now. Income and high income they're high and income Americans are increasingly falling behind on debt payments. Well, that's not good. So the richest now have delinquencies, and anything else, we're okay. Only go up from here. Actually jumped 18% in 2 years. Do you see? It's been bad that you guys are drawing from your retirements so bad. Prove it. Business Insider are drawing from retirement savings early. Why financial pros say that that's a recipe for disaster. Well, thanks, Bob. Especially when the unemployment level is about to surpass the number of job openings. Ding, ding, ding. Good news. The silver lining in all this. We could trade this stuff all day long. I know that was a banner that went across. So you're like, wait, what happened with Snap? I'm an investor. Time in the market is better than, there goes 15%. For those of you that know futures, which I have a futures course, but I'm not promoting that right now, even though I see that in the comment section. So just in case someone's like, oh, bravo, you said 15%. My Snap, it says 14.48. All right. Leonard, refresh your screen, and you're down to 15%. As Bravo never lies, unless you're my wife, and then maybe a little bit. Well, when we met, I promised her it was big. But anywho, I love you guys. Enjoy your week. Oh gosh, it's Tuesday. I'll see you tomorrow.